A few months ago, I found this very strangely modified flip-faced Trackmaster James at a second-hand shop. And in this video, I'm gonna try and fix it and restore it back to its former glory. And there's a lot of work to do, so let's get started. First, we have to take the whole model apart. The mechanism used to flip James's face around has been taken out. It'll need to be replaced. For some reason, the previous owners covered his face in clay. I'm going to use this knife to try and carve away the clay. And I'm gonna be very careful not to damage the face underneath. The clay was way harder to get off than I thought it would be. So, I got a very small screwdriver and a hammer, and I picked away at the clay around the face. Let's move on to the coal tender. For some reason, the previous owners filled up the coal car with a bunch of clay, and I have to get that out. So I picked at it with a screwdriver, and eventually I got all the clay out of the tender. Look how much of it there is. Let's see if the motor still works. And surprisingly, it does. The previous owners also stuffed the hole for the switch with clay, but that wasn't too hard to get out. And now it works nicely. Now we have to clean the wheels. Look how much hair there is wrapped around the axle. Ew. I'm gonna cut the wires so I can wash the tender and everything else. While I was washing the parts, I got an idea. I had this spare talking flip-face James that didn't work anymore lying around. The tender on the flip-face James took 2 AA batteries, which would be a higher voltage than the normal flip-face James's C battery. And I thought if I put the talking flip-face James tender onto the normal flip-face James, it would go really fast. And indeed, it did. Here's the original motor running on the original C-cell battery. And here it is running on the 2 AA batteries. I'm gonna replace this big black wire with a smaller, skinnier wire. And I soldered the wires to the new tender. I also wanted James to have a working light. So, I found this miniature street light at the dollar store, and I decided to use the very small LED light inside it. I cut the wires to the right length and soldered it to the motor. For some reason, the previous owners removed the middle wheel, but luckily, I already had a flip-face James, and I swapped the wheels out with the correct black ones. So, I had a spare wheel that I could use for this James. Everything seems to be working. The previous owners also removed the flipping mechanism. So, I stole one from a spare Thomas. And it works just fine. It's time to put everything back together. And finally, my custom flip-face James was finished.